Hello on Vita's A32 back with how to play. Today we're looking at how to play this game, Uno Colors Rule, which is another one of those older Uno games that are harder to find. I think this is maybe more of an international release. I don't know for sure if it was released in North America. It does have English, but it has a lot of other like Russian, Polish languages on them that I don't understand. I damaged the box a little bit, unfortunately. This came out in 2016, obviously from Mattel. It's Uno with a little something extra because you got these special color cards. They imbue you with powers. I think that's a word to use. The rules, I hate that it's the giant thing. But it's basically Uno. Same scoring rules, same playing rules apply, except for a couple of differences. Now, in the game, you get all your typical Uno cards, numbered 1 through 9 in the 4 colors, red, blue, green, and yellow. Very basic. You get your wild draw 4, which you can play if you don't have a card that matches the color on top of the discard pile. Even if you have that number, if you don't have this color, you can play this and force the next person to draw 4 cards and skip the turn. There's a draw 2, which forces the next player to draw 2 cards and skip the turn. Of course, with the wild draw 4, you also get to select which color is next. Then you got your skip, which skips the next player, and reverse, which reverses direction. A gameplay from clockwise to counterclockwise and back again. There is no other, well, there's some other wild cards here, basically, which I'll get to. That's these ones. I need to double check here something. So, the way these work is, you got these ones with the wild color character cards. You can play them any time, the wild card, and you get to choose what color is next. And this will let you take this color of color card. Now, the color cards, they have these little standees that you stick them on. On the one side, it says Uno. And the other side, there's a little symbol that shows you what the accent is. It's also on the card. And you don't have to use the stands if you don't want to. There's this one, which I think I might have upside down. There's this one, and then there's this one. I'll explain all the cards. I do think I have this one upside down, considering the symbol should be at the top corner, not the bottom. This one is a wild character card here. This one, you, again, play it anytime. It's a wild card, and you choose the next color. But instead of being forced to take, say, blue, I can take any 4 of the colors. And if somebody else has it, you get to steal it from them. It's similar to Power Grab, if you saw my Uno Power Grab. I can't recall if it's before or after this one. But it's there. Now, let's talk about these color cards here and what they do. That's probably important. And again, you get 112 cards, and etc., etc. So I'm trying to recall what those cards do. Be nice if they had. Okay, there we go. It says kind of mixed up in there. So, and I'm trying to remember myself. The red one here, this power card, that's right, I remember this one now. This one, when you get it, or whenever you have it, you can take any red card you have in your hand and give them to another player. And they have to take it, unless they have this yellow card, which is a sealed, which protects you from draw cards and the red card and a skip card and a reverse card. It basically protects you from anything. So if somebody plays anything on you, you don't have to do it. You just continue playing as normal. This one, the blue one, lets you play 2 cards on your turn. So you play 1 and then you play again. And then the green one, let's see what that one was again. I don't recall. So yeah, white yellow protects you from skip, reverse, draw 2, draw 4, and red character cards. The green one, oh, that's right. The green one, let's say this is the top. I've got all the wild cards mixed up here. Say this is the top of the discard pile, and let's say I don't have any green cards. Well, I can draw a card. It's a bad example. That's another bad example. Come on, give me a good example. These are not mixed up very well. Okay. So I can, if I have the green card here, we'll put these aside. And let's say I have cards in my hand and I can't play them on this green 4. I don't have a green, I don't have a 4, I don't have a wild. What this lets me do is I can draw cards from the top of the deck like you normally would if you can't play. And even if it's not playable, this is not green, it's not a 4. If it was this one, I would just play it like normal. But if it's not green, it's not 4, it's not wild, it's not playable, this lets me play it anyway. So that's what the green power does. It lets me draw a card from the top of the deck if I don't have any in my hand that I can play and make it playable, even if it's not. And I believe, yeah, it has to be if you don't have any playable cards. So anyways, just like Uno, normal Uno, everyone gets 7 cards. Flip over the top one. If it's a number card, it's all good. If it's a draw 2, then the first player would have to draw 2 cards and miss their turn. If it is a skip card, the first person gets skipped. If it's a reverse card, then I would get to play as the dealer. I would get to start and player would go counterclockwise instead of it going to the person left of the dealer as it normally would. And if it's a wild, draw 4. If it's a wild color card, you just take the card, whatever it is. And if it was a wild, draw 4, you'd actually take it, stick it back in the deck, and flip over another one. Sometimes it varies a little bit from Uno to Uno, so I think it's good to explain that. I think in Power Grab, I forgot to mention that. Anyway, so person left of the dealer would start. They have to play a card that is either a free or a green in this case, or whatever. They can play this one. They can play a reverse, which reverses direction back to me. So then I can go. I don't have a reverse or a green. I'll have to draw 2 though. But I can play this wild card, which lets me take the yellow power card, which protects me from draw cards and skips and all that other stuff. And then I could say, you know what, let's do yellow. This player is going to go. They don't have yellow, so they're going to play this one. Take the blue, and they're going to say red. This guy's going to go. He decides to play the red. Comes to me. I will play this draw 2. This person, I forgot that they have the power. I forgot about that. They will draw 2 cards. I missed a turn. Let's say this player, they can play this draw 2. But I'm protected, so I don't have to draw 2. So I can just simply play draw 2 on this guy again. Unfortunately for him. Guy's going to go. He's going to play this. He's going to take the red one. And if he had any red cards, he could give them all to another player. He doesn't have any. And he's going to say green. He's going to play a 6. It comes to me. I cannot play, so I will draw a card. And green. I'll take the green. And again, the green lets me, play a card. And I'm going to say red. I'll play this one. This guy can finally go. Now, since he has this, he can actually play 2 cards. I forgot about that earlier. So he's going to play this 4. And he's going to play the skip. Skipping this guy. It comes to me. I'll play a free. This guy's going to go. He's going to play the... maybe he plays this one and says green. And he's going to take the red from this guy. which immediately lets him give all the red cards to, say, this guy. And he said green, right? So this guy's going to go, he plays green. He comes to me. I can't play, so I'm going to draw a card. It's not playable, but because I have this card, I can play it anyway. And this guy is annoyed because he could have played green. He's going to do that. Okay, he gets a playable card. This guy can't play. He draws a card. Reverse the direction back this way, so we're going normally now. Play a 5. Now, even though he has another 5, important to note that in Uno, basic Uno, you can only play one card, not 2 or 3, even if it's the same number or card. So I can't play, I draw a card, it's playable. So I keep doing this, going around the table. I will play this one and say Uno. When you're on the last card, you have to say Uno. If you don't and somebody else catches you, you have to draw 1 or 2 cards as a penalty. I can never remember what it is. I think it's 2. This guy can't play, so he draws a card, and it's not good. This guy also can't play. He draws a card. Also no good. And then I would play this one. Now, if the last card you play and I go out, the game ends. But if the last card you play is a draw 2 or draw 4, that person has to draw 2. Then, you're going to score your points like normal Uno, where every card is worth face value. So these are all face value. Draw 2s, draw 2s, reverses, skips for all 20 point sheets. The wild draw 4, and the wild color choice, wild color character, all worth 50 points. Actually, this is the one I wanted to mention. They say here, wild, as well as wild draw 4, wild color choice, and wild color character. There is no wild in this game. So that is just something they copy and pasted by mistake into the rules. You just have the 3 types of wild cards. You draw 4, which I don't think we saw. These ones, and the other one that lets you grab. That's like this, but it's any color instead of a specific color. So that is a game. I think it's cool. It's a nice little twist on Uno. And that is that. So that's Uno Colors Rule. Comment, like, subscribe. I know what you think. This one is harder to find. I was lucky to find it on eBay. But that is that. See ya. Thanks for watching.